Most people think buying a luxury car is a financial death sentence. And if you're buying brand new off the showroom floor in 2026, yeah, you're basically setting a suitcase of cash on fire the moment you drive over that curb. But here's the secret the dealerships don't want you to know. We are currently living in the golden era of the used market. Think about it. The cars that were cutting edge 3 or 4 years ago, the ones with the screens, the hybrid assists, and the wild styling, they've finally hit that steep part of the depreciation curve. Today, we are breaking down the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026, because life is too short to drive something boring. Let's get into it. Number 1. Lexus LS500 2021 to 2023. We're starting with the heavy hitter. If you want a car that will outlast your mortgage, you look at Lexus, specifically the LS500. When we talk about the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026, the LS500 is always at the top of the list for one reason: peace of mind. While the Germans were busy making their screens bigger and their plastic parts thinner, Lexus was refining a twin-turbo V6 that is smooth as silk and built like a tank. In 2022, these were selling for nearly 6 figures. In the current market for used cars, you can find a clean 30,000-mile LS500 for under $55,000. That is an absurd amount of car for the money. You get the Curaçao glass, the hand-pleated door trims, and a ride quality that feels like you're floating on a legalized substance. You're not going to be the fastest person at the stoplight. This isn't a drag racer, but you will be the most comfortable. It's the ultimate stealth wealth play. People see a Lexus and they think sensible. They don't realize you're sitting in a cabin that rivals a private jet. For anyone looking for reliability in 2026, this is the benchmark. Number 2. BMW M5 F90 generation 2021 to 2023. Okay, let's turn the aggression up. The F90 M5 is legendary. Why? Because the new 2026 M5 has gone hybrid, and let's be honest, it's gained some weight. For the purists, the F90, specifically the LCI facelift models from 2021 to 2023, represents the peak of the purely internal combustion M5. It's got the 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, over 600 horsepower, and an AWD system that you can actually turn off if you want to destroy some tires. This is easily one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 for the driving enthusiast. Buying these new was a $115,000 endeavor. Today, in the world of used cars, these have depreciated into the $65,000 to $70,000 range. That is a lot of money, sure, but you're getting a car that does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. That's supercar territory for the price of a new base model 5 Series. You have to check the service records. These cars are reliable if they're loved, but they don't handle neglect well. Look for one with a clean PPI, pre-purchase inspection. If you find a well-maintained one in 2026, you're holding on to a future classic. Number 3. Audi S8 2020 to 2022. If the BMW is too loud and the Lexus is too grandpa, you want the Audi S8. This is the car for the person who wants to go 150 miles per hour on the Autobahn while getting a hot stone massage. The S8 is one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 because Audi's depreciation is legendary, and not in a good way for the first owner. Your loss is your gain. The S8 features a 4.0-liter V8 and an active suspension system that scans the road ahead and preemptively adjusts the shocks for bumps. It's black magic. These had an MSRP of around $130,000. Now, you're looking at used cars listed for $60,000. You are literally saving the price of a brand new A4 just by waiting 4 years. Audi's virtual cockpit still looks modern even in 2026. The dual screen setup is crisp, and the build quality is arguably better than the current Mercedes S-Class. It's subtle, it's fast, and it's a bargain. Number 4. Lucid Air, 2022 to 2023. I know, some of you are skeptical about EVs, but we have to talk about the Lucid Air. It's the most efficient EV on the planet. It looks like a spaceship, and its depreciation has been, let's call it, aggressive. This makes it one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 if you want to skip the gas pump entirely. A 2022 Lucid Air Grand Touring had over 800 horsepower and 500 miles of range. It was a $140,000 car. Because the brand is still young and the market for used cars that are electric is still stabilizing, you can find these for under $70,000 in 2026. You're getting world-class range and a cabin that feels like a Swedish loft for half price. Why buy used? Early adopters paid the new tech tax. You don't have to. As long as the battery health check comes back green, a used Lucid is a smarter buy than almost any other luxury EV on the market right now. Number 5. Cadillac CT5V Blackwing, 2022 to 2023. This one is for the Save the Manuals crowd. The CT5V Blackwing is a 668 horsepower supercharged V8 that you can get with a 6-speed manual transmission. In a world where everything is becoming an electric SUV, the Blackwing is a middle finger to the status quo. It is hands down one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 because it's likely the last time Cadillac or anyone will build something this visceral. Unlike the other cars on this list, the Blackwing holds its value well. However, in the 2026 market for used cars, they have finally dipped below their original MSRP. You can actually find them for around $80,000 now, which is still expensive, but for a car that competes with the Porsche 911 in terms of driving feel, it's a steal. Every time you start that LT4 engine in 2026, you're going to smile. It's loud, it's rowdy, and it's arguably the best handling sedan ever made by an American company. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz EClass, W213 facelift, 2021 to 2023. Sometimes you don't need a 600 horsepower monster. Sometimes you just want a car that does everything well. That is the Mercedes-Benz EClass, specifically the 2021 to 2023 facelift models. The E-Class is a staple of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 because it's the just right car. It's more prestigious than a C-Class, but easier to park than an S-Class. The interior with the MBUX infotainment still feels like the future. The market for used cars is full of these because they are popular lease vehicles. This high supply means you have the power to negotiate. You can pick up a CPO certified pre-owned E350 or E450 between $38,000 and $45,000. Why it works in 2026? It's the ultimate daily driver. It's fuel efficient, especially the 450 with the mild hybrid inline 6, and it looks like it costs double what you actually paid. It's the quintessential luxury experience. Number 7. Porsche Panamera 971.2 generation, 2021 to 2023. If you want a Porsche but you have kids, the Panamera is the answer. We're looking at the 971.2 generation. That's the facelifted version that fixed all the tiny gripes from the earlier years. The Panamera is one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 because it drives like a 911 but has a usable back seat and a hatchback trunk. The build quality in these is astronomical. Everything you touch feels like it was milled from a solid block of expensive material. Porsches usually hold their value, but the Panamera is a large sedan, and large sedans depreciate. In the current world of used cars, you can find a base Panamera or a Panamera 4 for around $60,000. If you can find a Sport Turismo, the wagon version, in 2026, buy it. They're rarer, they look better, and they're starting to become collector items. Number 8. Genesis G90, 2020 to 2022. 20 years ago, if I told you a Hyundai-adjacent brand would make one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026, you would have laughed. But the Genesis G90 is no joke. It's built to go head-to-head with the Mercedes S-Class. It has Nappa leather, power reclining rear seats, and a warranty that was the best in the business. Because the Genesis name doesn't have 100 years of history yet, their used cars depreciate faster than the German rivals. You can find a G90 with the 5.0-liter V8, a dying breed, for under $45,000. You get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty that often transfers. Check the details for your specific year. It's the most luxury you can get per dollar, period. Number 9. Lexus IS500 F Sport Performance 2022 to 2023. This is a bit of a wild card. The IS500 takes a small sedan and stuffs a 5.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 under the hood. No turbos, just pure old-school muscle. It's one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 because there is simply nothing else left. It's reliable because it's a Lexus, but it's exciting because of that engine note. These have a cult following, so they aren't cheap. But compared to a new BMW M3, they are a bargain. Expect to see these used cars around $50,000. It's a car you buy today and keep for 15 years. It's the last of its kind in 2026. Number 10. Acura MDX, current gen, 2022 to 2024. I know we've focused on sedans, but we have to include one SUV. The current gen MDX is a masterclass in packaging. It's got the SHAWD, super handling all-wheel drive, that makes a 3-row SUV actually feel nimble. As one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026, the MDX is the safe bet. It's comfortable, the Type S version is genuinely quick, and the reliability is top tier. You can find these used cars all over the place for $40,000 to $48,000. It's the perfect family hauler that doesn't make you feel like you've given up on your dreams. If you're buying one of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026, especially a German one, keep $2,000 to $3,000 in a savings account just for maintenance. Now that you have the list, how do you actually buy one of these without getting burned? Buying used cars isn't just about saving money, it's about getting a better car than you could ever afford new. And if you found this breakdown of the best used luxury cars to buy in 2026 helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more automotive deep dives.